This podcast is part of the Deluxe Edition Network. To find other great shows on the network, head over to deluxeeditionnetwork.com. That's deluxeeditionnetwork.com.
Hey everybody, this is Chase from Barrel Age Flicks. Go ahead and check out our Patreon for raw, uncut footage and early access to all of our episodes. The link is in the description and it's only $5 a month. Thanks for listening.
Welcome to the tasting room.
20 years of bullshit.
Barrel-aged tits in the house.
Barrel-aged dicks.
Those two.
Yeah.
Those are in the house.
We got barrel-aged dicks and barrel-aged chicks, and we also have a guest on our show. We have H.I.L.F, History I'd Like to Fuck, Dawn.
Yay!
Hi, so many chicks
Welcome.
and dicks. I mean, this is
Welcome.
really my kind of party.
It's great.
Hi, thanks. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me, y'all.
Oh, man, this is great. So tell us about your show.
Well, I'm a history fucker. It is my passion. I have a history degree. I work for historical institutions around the world. I'm a talking head on the History Channel, and I like to drink whiskey and say fuck a lot. So what I do on my podcast,
primetime people to hang out with.
Yeah.
yeah,
No, her podcast is fucking cool.
I'm so lucky because the fact is that a lot of people will say history is boring.
No.
But it's either that they received it from a boring person or nobody was really interested in getting to the part that stirs you, the part that curls your toes, the part that speaks to your humanity. You know what I mean? They're just giving you dates to memorize, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I invite a guest on and they assign me a subject from history that curls their toes. And I do a proper historian's research. I read at least one book. You know, I watch the documentaries. I do the thing, and then I serve up their history in a way that gets them hot.
Fuck
That's
yeah.
exciting.
There you go.
Good
So,
job.
personal question.
Thanks.
Brad
Yeah.
Meltzer, are you a fan of his work or not?
I wish I could blow your hair back and tell you I knew who that was.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. You're going to love this guy. You should check out Brad Meltzer's. He's an author. He's also on the History Channel quite a bit. But he has a book called, I forget the primary title, but the secondary title is The Secret Plot to Kill George Washington. And he writes, it is all very much so a historical fact, but it is not written like a fucking textbook. It is keep you on the edge of your seat. Oh my God, what's going to happen next? It's very good stuff. Highly recommend his books.
I love it. I wrote it down. Brad Meltzer. I love because George Washington's also my crush. My daughter's middle name is Washington. And
Oh, that's awesome.
and I just so anytime you talk about that wooden teeth son of a bitch, you got me.
See, you named your kid after something like super historical. We go after TV shows and movies.
Yeah. Well, it's close. It's Beatrice Washington. So
Oh, that's lovely.
she's
Yo,
got
that's
it
a
all.
beautiful
She's-
name. That is.
Thanks.
I like that.
Dante's muse and my favorite founding daddy.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
nice, nice.
Go.
That's awesome. My son likes to walk around going, I'm named after a vampire Viking king.
Oh,
That's pretty fucking badass, though. All
That's
right.
what I'm saying.
they should meet. Their children would rule the world.
So where can everybody find your show?
I'm on everything. Wherever you listen to podcasts, you can find me, and it is H.I.L.F, H-I.L.F podcast. Every 2 weeks, I got a new episode, and I have no intention of stopping. So
Oh, your show's great. I fucking love your show, especially the show about Krampus that you
That
first
was
talked to me about.
amazing.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one, and then your interesting show about vibrators.
Oh,
Oh, the origin of them and all that?
yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking wild for one.
It's a wild history, man. And I also had the privilege during that episode of having as my guest my mom and my two older sisters, and they are just a cackling bunch of drunks, and we had a blast. Yeah, and it was really. But my mom is also a very decent kind of soft spoken. It was very fun. Everyone got out of their comfort zone, and it was, boy, that history right up your ass. You know, oh, it was so good. It was so
Love
good.
it.
Well, today,
That's awesome.
for today, for our tasting room episode, I picked a topic that goes with movies and history, knowing that you love history. So we're doing
love
the
it.
top 5 historical figures portrayed in the movies. So I'm going to let you go first. I'm really curious to hear what yours are.
Okay. All right. Well, I could do this. You can imagine. This takes me a minute.
Yeah.
And because I have had so many suitors. So I was able to do 5, but I can't say that they're in any particular order.
Okay.
Okay. I got Saving Private Ryan. If only because it's less about a specific historical individual that is so like perfectly portrayed than the storming of Normandy Beach.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a great
Very nice.
movie.
Very good.
I think that, that particular historical event, I don't think anyone would go near it trying to put you more sort of in the moment. This, I feel like I have to apologize in advance for this one because I didn't want it to be on my list. I shunned it from my list, but I had to include Titanic.
Okay. So you're going by movies.
Really? No, I'm intrigued by this
You
one
were
because
not
that's
clear. You apparently.
Oh, don't blame
he's
him.
going-
You
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
no,
I
you're
blame
like
him for
panicking.
everything.
No.
Him.
Trust me, there's been a precedent.
No,
There's been a
we
precedent.
blame him for a lot.
No, I'm sure he said historical figures, but you have to know that there is a certain figure that is events. You
That's
know
true.
what I mean?
No, that's true.
I can't like that pinpoint sort of a shine a light on a particular moment. League of Their Own.
Yes.
Great movie.
I thought not only is it so great, but I feel like that's one of those movies that's responsible for people even knowing about a super cool historical event. Like about World War II, about Normandy.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people had no fucking clue that women played professional baseball
Yeah.
Yeah.
during World War II. Apollo 13. And this is, by the way, the point in my list where I realized that I had 3 with Tom Hanks in them. And I had to like have a certain like historical come to Jesus about that, but I'm over it. And then this is technically not a movie, but it's a mini series, and I feel like as a cinematic moment, it counts, which is Roots.
Roots is the one with.
oh, that is
O.J.
good.
Simpson.
Isn't that the one with
O.J. Simpson.
Yep.
Kunta Kinte and Lamar.
Geordi from
Lamar
Star
from-
Trek?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Reading Rainbow, exactly, and like such an in-depth from a true account sort of highlight of a moment.
That was like late
So
80s,
those
wasn't
were
it?
my 5. Yeah, I remember seeing it
Yeah.
as a kid and being like, oh, I know why everyone's so mad. I get that. Yeah, this is awful. We got to figure this out. Yeah, so those are my 5. Saving Private Ryan,
Good
Titanic, League of Their Own, Apollo 13, and Roots. I have honorable mentions, but I'll save them.
Okay, no, you can go ahead and say it. You can go ahead and
You
tell.
want to hear my honorable mention?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you
I
are getting
couldn't leave-
eyeballed so hard by your wife over there.
Oh, they're usually
No, it's
banned.
fine. It's fine. No, yeah,
Honorable
exactly.
mention.
Thank you, Chase. Thank you. It's normally like, no.
No, you have to stick to your 5. You can't.
You only
go
get
honorable
5.
mention.
No more. No more. I don't
me-
care. I don't care that you sweated about it for 5 days. Not my problem.
No, we got a pretty girl on the show. What are all your honorable mentions? Fucking Ron, you
It's
whore.
okay. Horse.
Horse.
Come on.
I don't want to I sense a mild reaction.
No,
Just
you're
a
good.
slight reaction.
It's more about him than you.
Oh no, it's not against H.I.L.F. at all.
No, I want to hear these honorable mentions though.
All right. Well, I couldn't. I Dances with Wolves.
Oh
That's
yeah,
good.
that's good.
I feel like, and there was a lot of illuminating, I think, stuff there at the time when that movie hit. That was like, oh, Native American experience. That's right. We can represent.
What,
that
you
in a
don't
movie
think that
where they're not
Pocahontas was accurate? What?
Yeah.
What do you?
Yeah, like shooting Italians,
was real, right?
You know, for like the 50s.
Cartoon was really real.
Totally real.
Yeah.
Schindler's List.
Yes.
Schindler's List is so hard because, talk about representing an individual.
Yeah.
Yes.
But Schindler's List is one of those movies that you have a hard time using adjectives like, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Or it's a great movie.
I don't think
'cause
it's
you're like,
one to be enjoyed. It is one
Right.
to take hold of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sort of like Requiem for a Dream. I
Yep.
remember being like, that's great.
That's a great
I
movie,
feel
though.
awful. Or Happiness, where you're like, God. And then Lincoln, speaking now, and like these actors circulate. Daniel Day-Lewis, Lincoln,
He won so many
and
awards
Last
for that.
of the Mohicans.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he was amazing as Abraham Lincoln. I thought that was a great movie. A lot of people find that movie boring, but I actually find that movie very entertaining.
Ron has a huge chub for Daniel Day.
I love Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your voice just got
he
deeper.
get it.
What the fuck?
He's a method actor.
This is what I have to deal with,
He's
barrel-aged
amazing.
chicks.
Daniel.
And you keep inviting us back. I don't know why.
It's not
Glutton for
just with
punishment.
them.
You know, some people like the rough stuff. I
He does.
I can't not see
He
the
does.
smile on his face.
He won't admit it, but he likes it.
Little abuse, slap him around a little. He gets a kick out of it. Yeah. Yeah. No, those were the movies that, like, for me, they simultaneously spurred my personal interest in history and are themselves as a movie extraordinarily accurate.
Yeah.
While also being extraordinary films.
Yes.
You know.
Great fucking list. I love it.
Cheers.
Oh, man. Hell yeah.
A random dick has appeared.
All right. So I'll go ahead and do my list. I love your list, Dawn. That was great.
Thank you.
For my top 5, 2 of them are Daniel Day-Lewis. So the first one's going to be Bill the Butcher, who's based on William Poole, Daniel Day-Lewis from Gangs New York. I thought that he did an amazing job in that role. That's probably one of my favorite. That's one of my top 10 favorite movies of all time, and I fucking
We
love
literally
him in that.
have him behind our bar.
Yeah, I have him on my bar,
I found a
painting of him.
custom piece of art with Bill the Butcher, and it's behind our bar.
Yeah.
Nice,
So got to
nice.
pick that one. Then I'm
As
gonna.
long as he gets to keep his tips. I'm sure it's within the union boundaries.
My second one would be Amadeus Mozart, played by Tom Hulse. I thought that he did such a great fucking job at that role. Very entertaining and very, just how hyper he was in that movie. I thought that was a great acting role and a great movie altogether from Milos Forman.
Do your drunk giggle. Do your drunk giggle.
I'm not doing that.
Do your drunk giggle.
No.
It sounds just like the dude.
It's way too accurate not to.
It's your real drunk giggle.
No.
Do it. It's way too not
She
too accurate
hasn't
not
heard it
to.
before. Inquiring minds.
Well, then we'll
Do it.
record this
I
after
thought it was
It's
fake.
kind of a cross between Pennywise, though, so it doesn't sound
No,
right.
I thought it was fake, but that's how you really get when you're drunk.
Oh, God. Do
Can
I
somebody
really?
touch him? He's
Yeah.
got a button. Find a spot on him and touch it.
Sammy.
Like
No,
legit-
that was Pennywise.
No, legit. No, that's how he sounds when he's drunk. It's weird.
Cute.
God damn it.
Not cute. Kind of creepy.
Yeah, it depends on the facial expression. It has to depend on what you're seeing
Oh, yeah.
coming at you with the laugh. Yeah.
My third would be Charlie Chaplin, played by Robert Downey Jr. in the movie Chaplin.
Oh, that's a good one.
Lovely.
He
That's
did-
a good H.I.L.F.
did
I'm
a-
going to throw Chaplin on my H.I.L.F. list. That's a
I
great-
can't wait for that episode. I love Charlie Chaplin. You ever see The Great Dictator?
I weep.
Amazing movie.
I weep.
The
He's-
speech
he-
at the end
he's-
alone is just is
And
great.
that's coming out.
That's coming out in 2 weeks, I believe, for our black and white series. Yeah, we did an episode on The Great Dictator.
Oh, hot.
Yeah. My fourth one was same as yours, Lincoln, Daniel Day-Lewis. Great job in that role. I thought that was just a great role that he did, and I loved it so much. I thought that he played the president great. I thought Steven Spielberg's direction was wonderful in that one.
Can I make just a quick note about that? Because I read the book because I'm a nerd. Not just the like. There's a book of Lincoln, we know that, but there was a gal named Joyce Carol. It's Carol, Joyce, Helen. There's in there some order, and she wrote the biography of Lincoln called "Team of Rivals."
Oh, really?
That came out kind of in like 2008, 2009, and it is absolutely stunning and details a lot of his mental illness and suicidal tendencies as a young man.
Oh, wow.
And I think that the only thing that sort of disappointed me about the movie Lincoln when I ultimately saw it is that it had so much richness and so much detail, but it didn't touch on that. And I thought it would have been a very profound.
That'd have been a
thing
really
to have done.
cool spin on a Lincoln film.
Yeah,
That
He
would have been
literally
cool.
wrote in his diary and the letters, I want to die, I want to kill myself, but I feel like I can't do it until I've accomplished something in my life.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
And you're like, phew.
That's
did.
fucking harsh.
All right, so that is my list for my top 5. So I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Goot. Goot, what are your top 5 for historical portrayals on
Oh, right.
movies?
I understand.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting my words mixed up because words are hard.
I want to start off with Billy the Kid, played by Tim Blake Nelson in Old Henry.
Nice.
That is a good one. That's a great movie. Great
yes.
fucking movie.
It's a good slow burn, picks up at the end. It's like, holy shit, because you don't see it coming. Then you see it coming. It's
Yeah.
perfect. Next, I'll go Desmond T. Doss, Andrew Garfield's portrayal of him in Hacksaw Ridge.
Yes.
Nice.
Hacksaw Ridge is an amazing movie.
That is a good movie.
Next, Lincoln, Daniel Day-Lewis.
So good.
That's 3 were there.
King Arthur, Clive Owen. I know the movie's
Oh, I like that movie.
twisted, but it's not based on historical facts. But the King Arthur himself is such a legendary figure.
Yeah,
so-
because he plays a Roman in that movie, doesn't he?
Yeah.
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 And number 1, King Leonidas.
Oh, from 300.
Yeah.
You know, I had a feeling 300 would come up.
Jerry
yeah.
Butler.
It was a pretty poor rendition of the culture, but they did
Exactly.
get spot fucking on because Spartans were known for 2 things: whipping ass and having really good one-liner comebacks.
Yeah.
Like they did
Everybody
a pretty
knows
good job
that.
with that.
And the abs. Oh Lord.
Abs for days.
So many.
Yeah, Sammy has
Like-
a heart. Sammy has a
I
thing
got
for.
all
straight
of
up
the
chick
girls.
boner for Gerard
All
Butler.
of the girls.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's hot.
Yeah.
It was a nice decade for men to have unrealistic body expectations for a while. It was
For women to have unrealistic body expectations for anyone.
Is it
was
sad I
nice to be
preferred him
like,
as the Phantom
hey.
better?
Oh, I love him as the Phantom.
With half of his face all
Oh.
covered. But he
That
sings
mask
so
does it
good.
for
So
me.
mysterious and
That mask
singing.
does it for me. Wow.
He did good.
So COVID was an interesting time, huh?
I pimped COVID look before COVID was cool. I'm just saying. That chick was chronic ill chic before it became a thing. Fuck you guys, posers.
Great list, Goot. Now we're going to hand it off to Snow for her top 5.
Hey, hello.
Hello.
Hello. All right. So I am going to go with Kevin Costner's Jim Garrison and JFK.
Great pick.
That is,
Nice.
I love that movie, and I think he did really, really good.
Yes, he did.
Yes. And I have Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday in Tombstone.
Yes!
Come on,
Oh,
man.
love it.
Like, legit.
Yes.
My spirit animal.
I'll be your
I'll be a Huckleberry.
Yes.
Oh.
Yep.
And Mel Gibson as William Wallace in Braveheart.
Oh,
Yep.
boy, did that leave marks on me.
Like good marks?
Yeah, I literally married a Scotsman.
Ooh.
There you go.
Good
And it
for
didn't work
you.
out. It didn't work out, but
Oh.
I did
Oh.
marry him because of that movie, and I'd like to say that wasn't true. Took a lot of years.
Well, you know, you got to enjoy the Burr for a little while, right?
I right lost.
Oh,
And I was like,
I'm going to
That's
take
it.
you
Let's
home.
get married.
Okay. This is a good accent. And I'm going to go with Johnny Depp as John Dillinger in Public Enemies.
Very good.
Oh.
Yes.
Very
Lovely.
good.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Oh, man, that's a
Yep.
great movie.
And
Lovely.
my last is Jim Caviezel as Jesus because like great movie.
In Passion of the Christ. Yep. Did a great job
Never
in
seen
that.
it.
Nice.
We're
There's a
gonna
human.
because it's a fan request.
Apparently it's
so
a
now you
fucking
have
fan
to see
request.
it.
Yeah, we got a fan request for Passion of the
Oh,
Christ.
I
it's so
love that
good.
movie. It's very good.
Oh, I haven't seen that one in years.
All right, that's a great list, Snow. I'm going to hand it off to Ragnar. What are your top 5?
I have no fucking clue.
You have a
for
list
you,
that's
man.
right in front of you.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
I'm here to help.
Yeah, something like that. All right, so no particular order. We're gonna go with Joaquin Phoenix in Johnny Cash.
Walk the line. Yes.
Very good.
Yep.
John.
Yep.
He did a very, very good job. And then
And then
Liam Neeson as Oscar Schindler.
Yes.
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 Amazing.
That's
He
2
did
for
an
that
amazing fucking job.
one. It's a great movie.
I don't know how you have not seen that.
You've
fucking
never seen
movie.
Schindler's List.
Oh, it's hurtful.
idea.
Yeah, that's
It's
right. We
hard to
talked about
watch.
that.
We
I'm
talked about
still
this.
shocked about
I
that.
know. I want to
Hard.
watch it with my son. And like both of us watch it for the first time and just cry on each other.
You would.
Oof.
And then Gerard Butler as King Leonidas.
Yep.
Like again, like I said before, very unreal expectations.
But he could kick them.
He could, yeah, you can kick a
Have
man
lot
down a
of
hole.
carbs.
What was that? What was that, Don?
They didn't have a lot of carbs in Sparta.
No, there were
he
no
was just
carbs
angry. He
at
was just
all.
angry.
Yeah, just
He was-
smoked
yeah,
fish
angry.
and fucking
Angry all the
rage.
time. Denzel Washington as Malcolm X.
That's a great movie from Spike Lee.
I think he did a very good job in that one.
Yeah.
And I'm not a fan of Spike Lee,
Spike Lee.
but that was a good movie.
It was a
Yeah.
good movie.
That was a good movie, though. And last but not least, Mel Gibson as William Wallace.
William Wallace. Yep. I knew that was going to be on a lot of people's lists.
I will say, despite the fact that the movie had me marry a Scotsman, that I love what's represented in the movie, but it does imply that William Wallace impregnated the Queen of France, which is incredibly problematic,
It does.
especially because she was only 4 years old at the time.
Ouch.
Ah.
It was
Yeah.
not it absolutely. I mean, I don't mind like liberties in historical movies, but that was one where I was like, "Ooh, We could have just made up a woman. We didn't have to make
That would have been more
that was
a little bit better.
woman.
Yeah.
It's a real woman with historical implications. Pick someone else.
Great, Liz Ragnar. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and hand it off to Sammy for your top 5.
All right, so I'll go ahead and get the ones that have already been said out of the way. William Wallace from Braveheart, Mel Gibson, awesome, amazing, makes me cry every time. One of my favorite movies. I'm also going to go with, I'm going to butcher this name. Say it again, Jim
Caviezel.
Caviezel. Is that-
Caviezel.
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 Don't
Caviezel?
ever try
I
to correct
tried.
somebody on
Come
the
on,
name.
I
Don't
tried.
ever try to correct somebody on
Okay,
the name. You're
Jesus.
terribly on it. Jesus.
So yes, Jesus from Passion of the Christ, absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Again, that film wrecks me. It's so good. I'm also going to go with Schindler's List.
Oscar Schindler.
Liam Neeson as Oscar Schindler. And then Oscar Schindler.
I said it wrong.
He said
No, I did
Sindler.
say it
Oh,
wrong.
I said Schindler.
No, he said Sindler.
I was talking too fast. I'm sorry.
No,
She's talking.
Oscar Schindler.
Okay, she's talking. She's got it.
Because Schindler's List is
Snow likes to give me shit.
amazing. It is so sobering and amazing, but it's just it's one of those you can't exactly say like you like it, but yet you're richer for watching it.
Yeah.
Then I have to go with Rami Malek as Freddie Mercury from Bohemian Rhapsody because I
Of
love
course that is on your
I
list.
love
He's
Freddie
dead,
Mercury.
so it's historical.
It
I
is.
can't. I'm shaking my head.
Why do you
love
think
it
I
so
asked the
much.
question I did
I
before
have-
we recorded?
I
Because
have
didn't
no friend to
understand
him,
the
and my
assignment.
puppy's name is Freddie Mercury. I love him so much.
Yeah, our puppy is named Freddie Mercury.
That's a great name for a puppy, but I had that movie had me
I loved it though.
clenched. I clenched.
Really?
And shook my head.
Oh, I loved it. I did. It's
I'm
when
glad.
a lot of people. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hope we can
That's
still be
okay.
friends.
A lot of people love it. I have a lot of icky likes.
Icky likes.
I have a lot of icky likes. I forgive quickly, but that one.
I liked it. I don't feel bad for liking it. And then my last one is actually going to be Ian Holmes from Hell as Jack the Ripper.
Yes.
Oh, sure.
That was
I
interesting.
really liked his
You know,
variation.
I have a Jack the Ripper episode.
I saw that, and I think I have it, whatever you call it, like book-eared, where you can,
And I give
Marked.
a little salute to From Hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give it props.
because it's
Not for being accurate.
Oh, yeah, no.
unfortunately, but
And it's
for
directed by the
like-
Hughes brothers too. They did a good job with that movie, and I thought that Johnny Depp was actually good in that role.
yeah, he's just chasing the dragon the whole time.
Yeah, that's true. Getting high.
Why not?
Yay, opium!
Sammy, great fucking list.
Oh, thank you.
All right, I'm going to hand it off to Crystal. Let's go ahead and have Crystal have Chase end the show with his. And Crystal, what are your top 5 portrayals in history of movie? God damn it, now I'm getting it all fucking mixed up.
Stop talking.
Historical
Bad.
figures in movies.
Stop talking on the audio podcast.
Yeah, so I think I might have slightly misunderstood, but you know what? I'm just gonna go with it. First one, Jamie Foxx is Ray Charles.
Very good.
Oh, I love that one.
Good.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
My favorite little fact from that is Ray Charles actually like handpicked
Is
him.
blind?
Wow, I
I
didn't
mean,
know
that's
that.
debatable to some people.
His glasses were too dark.
But no, he actually picked Jamie Foxx to play him. Like he
Yeah.
did he felt his face and
He
everything.
looked
He's
just
yeah,
like
you.
him too. That's the thing. Yeah, he did portray
And he also
really
heard
well.
him like he was like hearing him sing and stuff. He was like, "Yep, you're it."
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's 3 musical. We got Freddie Mercury, we got Johnny Cash, and we got Ray Charles.
Yep. And then what's his name? The guy from Fantastic Beasts, Eddie.
Eddie Redmayne.
Thank you.
Theory of Everything.
How do you say his last name?
Eddie Redmayne.
Maine.
Yeah.
Yep. Him
Great movie.
as Stephen Hawking. So yeah.
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 Great movie.
You ever seen that one?
Yeah, it's great.
I've never seen
So
that
good.
one.
Oh, you've
Really
got to
good.
fix
Is
that.
it is it good?
You've
It
got to
really,
fix
really
that.
good.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, I'll have to
Really
check
good.
that one out.
Lovely.
So this is the one that might be a little weird. Patrick Godfrey, he plays Leonardo da Vinci in Ever After, and he does a really good job.
Oh, he
portraying-
does.
He does a really good job.
He does a
portraying
good job
Leonardo.
as Leonardo. I say that's a good one.
He's adorable.
He is.
And he looks a lot like the paintings that you see
Yeah.
of.
Mm-hmm.
So it may not be a movie about anything. So, and then Midnight in Paris, Adrian Brody played Salvador Dali.
Oh,
Nice.
that's a beautiful movie.
It was very hard to pick one character from that whole fucking film. All of them did great.
I just realized that I never said my 5th one.
Too late.
I'll say it at the end.
No, too late.
No,
You
I'm
missed-
going to fucking say
No.
it.
You finished your list.
You
What-
said you're
I'll do it at
done.
the
Your
end.
list is
no,
over.
I forgot to say my 5th one
That's
for some
your
reason.
fault.
I'm
You
still
got
saying
too
it.
Put it in
excited
the
about the
notes.
pretty girl on the show.
are hard.
Jesus Christ.
It's lost in history.
So, Crystal, who else is on your list?
My last one, number 5, is sorry, I know you don't really like him, but Saving Mr. Banks. It's Tom Hanks. He played Walt
Actually, no.
Disney.
She said
No,
you
I
actually
do.
said
I
that
like
was
this movie.
you liked his portrayal as Walt Disney.
Yeah,
No,
that,
I like the movie.
Yeah.
I fucking hate Tom Hanks, but yeah.
he did a fantastic job playing Walt.
Yeah, he did. Oh, all right, Crystal. That was that's a great fucking list, Crystal. Great list. All right, Chase. What is yours? Top 5.
All right. So my probably my number 1 movie, and I was under the assumption we were picking these for their portrayal of the historical figure, was actually Howard Hughes
From Leonardo DiCaprio.
The
Leonardo
Aviator?
DiCaprio on The Aviator.
Yes, he did a very good job.
That was a
Really.
fantastic
Especially when he had all the jars of
depiction.
piss.
It was a great depiction of his descent from genius to madness.
Mad agoraphobia.
Then I'm going to go with Tombstone, both for Wyatt Earp, and secondly for Doc Holliday.
Yeah.
Doc Holliday was very much so exaggerated in that movie, but I still was a fantastic cinema.
Val Kilmer did amazing in that.
Yes,
Yeah.
he did.
He's awesome.
He did an amazing job.
Yeah.
Then I am going to go with Tom Hanks in Saving Mr. Banks.
As Walt Disney.
Yep, as Walt Disney.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
It's really good.
Yeah, you
Emma
have.
Thompson is
Never seen it.
fantastic.
Yes, we
Yeah,
have.
Emma
We have.
Thompson
have
did
not.
a fantastic job.
Yeah, Emma
You've
Thompson
watched
is
it.
amazing
Never
in
seen
that
it.
movie.
No, we have.
Totally should.
It's a Walt Disney. Yeah, it's a good movie. It's not
Never
bad.
seen it.
No, it's about the making of Mary Poppins, basically.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go with The Prestige, showing Nikola Tesla with
Nice.
who's a huge
That's
Jackman,
my
right?
5th. Yeah, that's my 5th right
David
there.
Bowie.
David Bowie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know
Oh,
why I
yeah.
forgot to say mine, but
Oh yeah, that's a big height.
No,
yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking Hugh Jackman because my honorable mention would have been P.T. Barnum in The Greatest Showman.
Greatest Showman.
that
I was actually thinking about that too.
Yeah.
P.T. Barnum.
Well, and I decided not to because it's a great caricature
Yeah.
of P.T. Barnum,
It's not
but he's a
accurate.
lot more of the. He's kind of a shitty dude. So.
Yeah.
But I'd love to imagine that
movie
he just
was
sang
great.
with everybody. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that was great.
He was very caring in the movie.
So what's your last one?
My number 5 was actually instead would be Stephen Hawking by Eddie Redmayne in The Theory of Everything.
I got to see that movie.
Really?
Absolutely
I'm surprised that I haven't
phenomenal.
seen
It's really good.
It's phenomenal.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, how dare
It's
you have
also
not seen the movie.
superhuman. Like, you
Yes.
know, I don't mean superhuman. I mean superhuman.
It
Yeah.
is very much so the human experience.
Yeah. And just like having this like incredibly genius brain and this just incredibly
Frail
broken
body.
Shitty body.
Yeah.
It's fucking interesting, man.
So you a fan of David Bowie?
Oh God, who isn't?
Yeah.
You know, I just saw a clip of him recently from like 1994 or something, predicting what the internet was going to
Oh yeah, I was watching that.
and he just sort of like, just no big deal. Like, I'm a rock star. I think he was probably being interviewed by some like sort of music journalist.
Yeah.
And they were like, the internet. And he was like, yeah, well, it's going to completely change the way we interact with information.
Yeah.
Like, how are we going to, and it was just so profound. And the person was obviously was way over their head. And they were like, anyway, do you think big earrings make your head look smaller or, you know, but it was really, very cool guy.
Yeah. I got to say that this was great list that we had here for the show. And it was great having you on the show. Go ahead and plug your show again.
Uh,
Oh, thanks so much. It's called H.I.L.F. History I'd Like to Fuck with Dawn Brody. I'm Dawn Brody. And it's a show for whether you like history or not. You'll get hard for it. And it's a lot of fun. Come on.
No, it's a great show, and it's on one of the greatest networks that we're on, the Deluxe Edition Network, with a whole bunch of other
Yes.
great podcasts on there. And I saw that you were on Bez Video for the.
Yeah, it was so fun. They gave me some quizzes about who they thought were the best most fuckable historical figures. Fantastic. I was really fortunate. I live in Los Angeles. I'm a stand-up comedian out here. And I've been hanging out with Jim Jeffries and on his podcast a little bit, and he he likes to fuck history every now and again, and so that's a lot of fun. You can find me over there too.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Thank you so much for being a guest on our show. This was
What's
great.
your number 5?
I already
Agree
said.
with you.
Yeah.
I brought it up.
Yeah, he piggybacked off you, Chase.
Damn, you don't
No
pay
one
attention.
pays attention
No.
here.
He-
Please forgive
I
us.
did say
They
something.
are not
Show
professional.
brought to you by ADHD.
Nicola.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because we were.
Nicola Tesla. Yeah.
Nicola.
My bad.
All right, Don, thanks for joining us. This was so much fun. I'm looking forward to another future collaboration again.
Yeah,
Seriously.
come on the girl show.
Come on
You-
to the
yeah,
Barrel
you-
Age Chicks.
You
Come hang out with
definitely
us.
need to join them for their FMKs. Those are very
Yeah.
fun.
Oh, listen, anytime. Count me in.
Woohoo!
Awesome. All right, guys, that's the end of our show. So we will see you all guys later.
Bye, nerds.
You'll hear us later.
Noids.
Or-
Nerds.
Hear us later.
Laters.
You'll hear us.
Hey guys, thank you for listening to our episode on our season 3 of The Tasting Room. If you like our show, please leave a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Guys, this helps out enormously. Give us a follow on Instagram at Barrel Age Flicks Podcast. If you would like to send us a special film request, please contact us via Instagram and we will give you a personal shout out on the show. We are also on Facebook and Twitter. Our podcast is available on Apple Podcasts, Buzzsprout, Google Podcasts, Audible, Pocket Cast, Spotify, CastBox, iHeartRadio, and Pandora. Special thanks to Carl Casey at White Bat Audio on YouTube for his awesome music. This guy fucking rocks. Check him out. Want to give a shout out to Sammy, one of our guest hosts on the show, who does our amazing album artwork. Thank you, Sammy. Our podcast only exists because of listeners like you. To find other great shows, head over to deluxeeditionnetwork.com. Hope you join us for our next episode. Later, guys.